I'd recommend the Series 7100 to anyone who wants a brush more capable than most, but not looking to pay the premium that comes with the most technologically advanced brushes on the market today. If you are not brand conscious, the X Ultra S from Oclean offers more features for similar or less money and would be a really good buy, whilst Oral-B's IO6 and 7 offer enhanced tracking but lack some of the refinements Sonicare exhibits in the Series 7100. Let me be clear, I think the 7100 is very good, but having used all the different brushes I have, I am very conscious that there is a lot of choice. I've also found that many expect certain things from the Bluetooth connectivity which doesn't play out. The Series 7100 does not have real-time tracking. This means that it doesn't show me if I forget to brush my upper back teeth, for example. The Sonicare Prestige 9900 and other select models do have this tech. When paired to the free smartphone app, the 7100 will relay my brushing time and if I'm applying excess force. Post-brushing, it will log my brushing time and over the weeks and months build up a clear pattern of my habits. With effective color coding of the data, it can provide some useful insights, but it might not provide as many education opportunities as some might hope for. There is a benefit to not overcomplicating things. The Sonicare app is in some ways more refined than the Oclean or Oral-B equivalents, but then again, on models like the Prestige 9900, I am forced to change brushing modes from the app rather than the handle. Having clarified this, I can confirm that the cleaning results are superb. The powerful sonic motor provides up to 62,000 movements per minute and cleans away plaque with effortless ease. The before and after plaque disclosing images I show on screen now confirm this. It boasts next generation technology which is supposed to provide more consistent power delivery in areas of the mouth others would typically struggle with, such as when my cheek applies force to the head as I brush my second and third molar teeth. Whilst I can't say there is no improvement compared to previous Sonicare models, I couldn't say the difference was noticeable. Anything I did feel, I wondered if it were psychological, because I know what it is supposed to do differently. With 4 cleaning modes and 3 intensity levels, the 12 different configurations available give me no end of choice and far more than I realistically need. I tend to stick with the high intensity and clean mode. My next most used mode was sensitive. The running time of each cycle can differ, but irrespective, all are configured to 20-second sextant pacing rather than the more common 30-second quadrant setup. There is no option to change this via the brush or the app. It will power off at the end of the cleaning cycle and default to the last used mode. It's a small thoughtful touch that I like. The same can be said of the vibration and audible alert when the battery is low or placed on the charging stand. Such small touches have a certain sophistication and value that are hard to put a price on. It also makes me feel that Philips are more considerate of different users. This shows itself with the pressure sensor. Not only is there the visible light ring on the base of the brush handle, but the vibration pattern is different, as is the sound when the sensor is activated. Whether I'm able-bodied, blind or deaf, I can't help but be alerted to the error I am making by brushing too hard. While the brush does so much of the work, I do need to move from tooth to tooth to get the best results. The provided G2 brush head is one of a range of interchangeable styles Philips offer that all push on and pull off the handle. I like the softer bristled S2 head or the all-in-one style of the A3. Despite a sensation difference when in use, I can't say I've noted any clinically significant difference in plaque removal, with each all do a fine job. Where applicable, the 7100 will change the cleaning mode based on the brush head attached and alert me when a replacement is due. A combination of LEDs and mode labels make it very clear which of the 4 modes and brushing intensities I have selected. This is something that can't be said of the more affordable Sonicare models like the 3100 or 5300 series. There is a gap around the function buttons on the handle. This is pretty common, and whilst I have previously seen reports of gunk building up around them, I can't say that my time with the 7100 has given me any cause for concern. The seamless button design on the Prestige is a solution, but implementing such would have made them much stiffer and harder to use. I find the handle easy to grip and well balanced. The size and weight are typical of most electric toothbrushes. The lack of textured surfaces might make holding it harder for those with limited dexterity, but rather surprisingly the matte finish to the handle feels more grippy than I imagined, even when my fingers were wet. I can't say it feels more difficult to hold compared to more textured alternatives. At the time of recording, all variants of the Series 7100 come with a compact travel case which allows the brush to be charged inside. For this to work, I must attach the separate USB Type-A to proprietary 2-pin cable. Why this is not USB Type-C cable, I have no idea. Philips have missed a trick here. They should have copied the setup with the Prestige 9900. Mind you, Oral-B is no better. It's the lesser known brands that seem to set a better example. A USB charging stand is included too. It does not have a 2-pin power adapter as you might hope. An adapter can be purchased if desired. The lithium-ion battery doesn't need recharging all that often though. On a full charge I achieved 41 days use, essentially double the 21-day claim from Philips. This is great. Philips are making more environmentally considerate decisions, swapping out plastic sleeves in the packaging for paper. And whilst not promoted in the manual or online, the battery can be replaced at home. I've got a video guide linked in the video description on how to do this. Perhaps ethically they should reconsider how they label the box with the country of manufacture. This EU version is said to be made in the Netherlands. Fantastic! It makes a change from Eastern countries. But alas, open the box and the case and charging stand both have a "Made in China" printed on them. Over 3 years of ownership, factoring the replacement heads at around £7 a time, the Series 7100 will cost around £210. That's £30 to £40 less than the 6500 Oral-B IO6, but more than the Oclean options. I like the 7100, but if I wanted to take advantage of Bluetooth connectivity, I'd be investing in other brushes with real-time tracking.